Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here, and welcome back to Meridian Springs. And today I'm just doing, it's a quicker time lapse, just making like a little rock wall kind of scenery piece in between the path and the new African penguin habitat that we have here, which will I'll show you more in depth in the real-time gameplay. But I think I mentioned in the last episode how we're gonna do this big kind of aquatic center with the African penguins, the king penguins, and the sea lions. So this is the first part of that. This is the African penguins, and the habitat itself was built during a live stream. And you guys know how much I love to plug my Twitch channel, but I always just like to, you know, if you don't know, we stream Planet Zoo every Saturday, and it's a lot of fun. We would always love to have you hang out with us. You get to help build and offer suggestions on what we should do. But you can find the link to that always in the description below to my Twitch channel. But yeah, so this, like I said, this is the start of the aquatic center. And that's just what I'm calling it now. I don't think that's like, I don't know if it's going to be like an officially titled area or named area. It's just kind of what I'm referring to the general area itself. But yeah, I wanted to block the view of the guests on this side where the path is. I didn't want them to be able to see the habitat from here, because I wanted to section off the aquatic area from this particular section. And I know the guests in Planet Zoo, they can see through objects. They have x-ray vision, so it's possible that if we ever open the zoo to guests, that they may stand on the path there and watch the penguins. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's not going to be a super great view, and they'll make their way over to the actual viewing areas, which pretty cool. With the last big update, the 1.7 update, we got the new seating area for the animal talks, which is pretty sweet. So made a little like sunken seating area, and then put like a little animal talks spot there, so the guests have a nice little place to go and learn about the African penguins. Put like a pretty cool like little canopy going over the top, and I'm pretty proud of it. I think it looks pretty cool. So like I said, we'll see that in the real-time gameplay. But yeah, I'm basically just doing what's kind of my bread and butter, placing lots of rocks and foliage around here, and I think the end result is, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. And like I said, I like that it's kind of sectioned off from like this path right here. So definitely makes it kind of feel like it's a different part of the zoo, even though it's right next to it. But that's kind of what I was going for there. Another thing I like is you can see how the water is that same kind of tropical blue color. I can't remember if I've specifically mentioned this in any of the other episodes, but that's one of the things we're doing in this zoo, is all of the water is going to be that kind of tropical blue color, because I think it just looks so good, especially in the desert biome. Like, it really just pops against the kind of brown sand color. At least I think it does. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, like I said, this is a shorter time lapse this time around. So let's go ahead and we'll jump into the real-time gameplay, and we'll take a look at the African penguin habitat. All right, and here we are in the real-time gameplay now, and we've got one of our African penguin friends swimming around now, enjoying their giant habitat, which is pretty huge, honestly. But I wanted it to be really big. I wanted them to have just like tons and tons of space to fly around. Yeah, they're flying. To swim around, And as you can see, they have lots and lots of space. Another thing I wanted to do is just like give a lot of attention to the underwater area. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. You know, one of the things I wanted to do was like add these like arches underwater so that they have like, you know, all these like fun little things to swim around or swim over. If we get out of the animal view there, but yeah, so you can see we've got like all these arches here everywhere. They've got this little area that they can kind of swim through. We got some more over here. This one I made out of the actual terrain. And then yeah, putting a lot of the faux rocks and some of the underwater plants, and you can see like some of the bubble effects, which just really bring the whole thing together, I think. And I really like it. I think it's super fun. I think it looks great. Like I said, the blue color, I think it just really pops against the like desert sand and everything. We do have this island in the middle here, which is kind of acts as their little home, their little penguin house. Gave them a little disco ball too, because why not? They like to party too. The only downside I realized with this is pretty quickly they actually ended up having some penguin babies, and I forgot that the babies cannot swim. So I actually had to move them over here. So you can see we got some cute little baby penguins already, looking cute and adorable and super fluffy. But yeah, they can't swim, and I didn't build anything for the keepers to access this island. And originally I was like, well, maybe I should just extend this dock out this way, because then the keepers will be able to walk over and the penguins will be able to as well. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna move the babies over here. And that's what I did. So this is a nice little spot for them. They're happy. See, they've got like a little mini pool right here. They can get into the water if they want to, and then once they finally grow into adults, they'll be able to go into the adult pool over here. Oh, we got this guy over here. I love just watching them interact with everything. That's probably my favorite thing with any of the animals, but especially the aquatic ones, just seeing them like swim around and then like, you know, climb up onto the little docks and things like that. I think it's super cool. So here is the new seating area for the animal talks, which, like I said, I think turned out really cool. We've got the nice canopy over top, so the guests, when they're sitting here, they can get a break from the sun a little bit. I did realize after I built this, I was like, you know what? The educator is not going to be able to feed the animals. I don't know. Haven't seen it, but I don't know if they can feed them through the water. Like if they toss food into the water, or if they only toss food onto land. But yeah, there's no access for feeding with this one. I thought maybe if I raised it up a little bit, they'd be able to, but it still says that there's no access. My only assumption is that they only feed animals if there's land available for them to throw food onto. But still, it looks really cool. It's a fun little area. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then if we zoom out a little bit more, we also made this little plaza area over here. So we've actually got like a little souvenir stand here, which is I think what did I put back here? Oh, just a memento, which is actually closed. But yeah, I wanted to make like another little kind of market area spot. We got some like picnic tables there, and then made these little faux market areas or stalls or whatever you want to call them. We've used them over in the city of Meridian as well. So if you've seen previous episodes, you might recognize some of those. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of conceal the actual path and make it just look like a big open plaza. So We use the natural path so that way you get the sand, and then I put the temple block pieces here, which I also used at the front of Meridian, the city. If you saw that episode, we can go look at it now. Right there. So I just took that same idea and brought it over here. And then I use like the rocks and things like that to conceal the edge of the path. So it kind of just makes it look like just like a nice big open plaza. And I think it worked out really well. I also made use of the new curbs, which we also got in the 1.7 update, specifically right here. So, oh, and under here. So what I did here is this is going to be like just the backstage area. This is for the staff only, but I didn't use a staff path to block it off. So right here, I actually put some curbs under the ground, which doesn't fully prevent the guests from walking there. They will ignore the curbs if it's the only route to where they want to go. But my hope is that the guests will never have a reason to want to go back this way, because we're just going to make this all backstage. So there's not going to be like good places to view the animals or anything like that. They could possibly walk over here because like we do have the baby penguins here. But hopefully, like I said, that won't be an issue. Also, I still don't know at this point if we're going to even open the zoo to guests. I'm actually rather enjoying it being closed and just kind of building and having fun and making it look really grand and just tons and tons of detail. And also helps the frame rate. Less guests mean smoother gameplay. So yeah, that's pretty good in my opinion. You can also look at it at nighttime. We do have some lights. So here's the seating area. It looks nice, I think. We could maybe do like maybe hang some lights here, like spotlights down there, because it would kind of be like a little show. And then yeah, we've got some nice little lighting here. I might do some kind of lighting on the tables. I like to, even though most of the lights in the game are pretty big, a little too big for like table lights, I like to put some kind of little light under umbrellas and things, just because I think it makes it look a little bit nicer. Might also do with like some sort of signage on the souvenir shop there. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I do need some lights back here. Realized, at least on this wall here, realized I didn't put one there, so we'll have to do that. There's one of our new alligators getting some lunch. If you missed the last episode, we did swap out. We had crocodiles here. We did swap them out for the new alligators. So that's what we have there. But yeah, so here's the wall as well from the time lapse. I think it looks really good. So it nicely conceals the African penguins, and then you know, the guests will have to walk down here and then up around, and then they see the habitat, which is cool. So guests will probably stand here, I would imagine, but hopefully most of them will venture over here to watch them. But yeah, I can imagine we might have some guests standing here. We might have to make like instead of having this path come down and attach, it might have to stay separate and then go out this way. So it kind of, to try and prevent like congestion there, because that definitely can happen. And then yeah, so as far as the rest of the aquatic center, so that's going to be the rest of this area. So we'll probably be working on that in the next live stream, which if you're watching this video as it went live, I'm on YouTube. If you're watching here on YouTube, I might actually be live right now over on my Twitch channel, because I changed the time that these videos go live on YouTube. So yeah, I might actually be live if you're watching this as this video premiered. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think of the new African penguin habitat. You know, I definitely, the Africa DLC came out like right at the end of our last zoo, Aurora Zoo, so I didn't get to use those animals. And then of course we have the new North America animal pack, so lots of animals that I want to put in this zoo that we haven't had a chance to work with yet. So it's gonna be really exciting. And oh, look at him, about to make a baby. But yeah, so as always, be sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8-Bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.